So normally starting a new WordPress project takes tons of time, hours of setting everything up from scratch. You have to install WordPress, then set it all up, install your theme, maybe a premium version of your theme as well, set all the theme options and styling how you like it, then install your default set of plugins one by one, make all the settings in those too, and you might also have some bits of custom code or CSS you use on all your sites too that you need to put in place. Now, not only does all this take time, but it's also ripe for making mistakes or missing crucial steps. And there's also a lot of tiring mental overhead at the start of a project just to be even able to start making something. So having a starter site means shaving hours off this process. You can start designing and building immediately with a fresh head. And you start every project with confidence. Everything is set up properly, so you can focus on the more important things like being creative and actually getting the project finished so you get paid faster. So in this course, I'll be showing you exactly how to do all of this step by step. But just so you know where we're going with this, here's a brief overview of how it works. It's a two-part process. First, the initial starter site setup, a one-time only process, and then each time you start a new project. So first, the initial setup. You install a fresh copy of WordPress somewhere, could be on your own computer, could be on your hosting package. Don't worry about the details right now. And then you install and set everything up exactly as you like it. All your WordPress settings, themes, styling, plugins, any custom code, etc. So at this point, you now have your starter site installation. It will always stay in the same place that you installed it. Now, part one is a one-time process, although the idea is that you update and improve this starter site installation over time as you learn new things on projects, discover new or better default plugins, things like that. But then there's the second part of this process. Now that's each time you start a new project. You basically clone a copy of your starter site and use that as your new WordPress site. Super easy. Now, how you actually do that cloning depends on your situation, your hosting provider, things like that. Now, it might be that you can just clone your starter site with one click. Many hosts now allow you to clone an existing WordPress site to start a new one. And local development apps like Local by Flywheel and Desktop Server allow you to do this as well. Now, if you can't do that one-click cloning, it might be slightly more complicated. First, you'd install a fresh copy of WordPress wherever you're developing the site, and then import your starter site installation into the new WordPress, overwriting it with your starter site. Now, don't worry about the details of exactly how you do all of this just yet. This is just the overview, but that's the basic idea anyway. Now, this process takes literally a few minutes, not hours. Saves you time, saves you money, and gives you peace of mind. You hit the ground running and start building almost immediately. So in the next two lessons, we'll get started with the first bit of creating your basic starter site, installing a fresh copy of WordPress, somewhere that your starter site is going to live permanently. So I will see you in the next lesson.